Let's talk serious, guys. I need to do this more often. Connect with you, talk to you. We'll see how this goes. I've been sick for about the last 3 weeks, so hopefully I don't start having coughing fits. Just forewarning, the cats are running around. Max loves playing down here, and if you come down here, he gets the super zoomies. So guys, I haven't talked to you in a while, and I want to circle back around to a subject that I brought up August, September. I'll put a link for that. Let's do that up here, and there'll also be one down in the notes. I've always been open that I deal with depression. I probably have borderline manic bipolar disorder. I've never had any extreme manic episodes. I've had some pretty low lows. It's always been kind of one of those things where when I talk to doctors and stuff like that, they're like, well, you're not full-blown manic, but you have some of those tendencies. It runs in my family. It's a genetic thing that we've got, so I deal with it. I've always been pretty open about it because everybody's got issues. Everybody's got something in their life or in their family, whether it's addiction problems or depression or anxiety or manic or whatever. Everybody's got something. And thinking that everybody is perfect and hiding it doesn't make it better. So I always try and be open about it. It's hard. I think it's easier to talk to all the people out there on the interwebs that I don't really know than maybe like somebody in my family or close friends who might stumble and watch these. I think that's where I become a little more nervous. So anyways, backing up, in August, I really hit a bad low. It had been a long time. It had been 10 plus years since I had been that bad. And so I conceded after 10 years, I went on some medication. And I'm on a very low dose. I'm probably about half the dose of what normal people would take. Anything higher that I've tried to go up on has made me anxious and like physically anxious. I've decided to stay at that level for now and just kind of see where we're at. I was hoping some of it might help a little bit of my fibromyalgia pain that I was kind of having troubles with. I wouldn't say it's done much for that, but as far as my depression issues, things are much more level. I have a problem that when I get depressed, I get very irritable, grumpy. One thing I'm dealing with is that I am now having trouble moving forward. I've always been one to say that I love to move forward. I love to grow as a person. Personal growth is a big thing for me. And I've really just been stale. I was stale a lot last year, but I was kind of going through a little bit of depression issues. And this year, now don't think I'm dealing with the depression, but I'm just still, meh. And what I think it's come down to in talking to my therapist and doing some thinking is that I'm used to the sort of manic side of me where I get my energy and my drive when I have sort of a high side, a climb. So essentially I'm having to relearn where to find my energy and my motivation and my drive to make changes because what I usually harness, I don't have on medication. And I think this is fairly normal for somebody who deals with bipolar, is that they don't like the medication because it somewhat stifles the creativity and the energy side. And I guess I have to admit that that's what's going on. I'm not an expert on this. I don't know anything. I'm more thinking aloud to you all. So I'm at this point where in my mind, I'm ready to do some changes and make some steps forward in my lifestyles. Yet again, because life is always about doing that. You always have your ups and downs, and dealing with fibromyalgia and all the physical problems that I have and some of the mental problems. I always have downs, and then I climb back up and then down, and I always feel in general that I've made progress overall, but it does have its ups and downs. And so I'm ready for, the next stage, and now I'm struggling with that. My pledge to you guys right now, I figure if I come out and tell a bunch of people this, it makes it a little more real, is that I've got to make some changes. So I'm not 100% certain as to what I'm doing. I know I need to eat a little better, so I've definitely got to go on the low carb side. I think I may use the platform that we're going on vacation in 2.5 months to sort of get a little bit more exercise and so forth. This is Henri. Can you say hi? Another aspect I would like to get more productive in is my consistency with the vlogs, posting on this channel in general. Useful. He's just digging in the couch. How am I supposed to pay attention to this? This thing. To get more consistent. I've got so many things laid out and planned out. I just haven't gotten them going. And I think one of the drivers behind this is that I've been sick for like almost 3 weeks, and I've been so tired and fatigued. I don't know if we had the flu or what, but I'm tired of it. I can't sit around anymore. It's driving me crazy. It's time to move forward. It's time to take another step, another growth. So that's where I'm going. If you guys have any advice on this, if you've dealt with this, put something down in the comments. I read everything everybody says. So I'm just going to keep being honest. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm trying to look at the positive side of this, which is that maybe if I can figure out how to motivate myself without the manic side, the bipolar part of me, that maybe I can get some more consistent change. Maybe I can have more long-term results rather than sort of the up and down that I constantly see. So there could be a positive out of this if I can figure out how to do it. Wish me luck. Thank you for watching. Let's do it. Crazy cat. That thing. Oh, and I apologize. If the focus went in and out on this, I'm still working with this camera. I don't know if it's the lens or the settings. I'm trying different settings, but if it went in and out, I'm sorry. I apologize. And yeah, there's a sheep and a goat back there. Bye.